All right. The woman herself who helped bring all of this to fruition, Scarlett, the co-founder of BitBasel. I know it's the end. We're nearing the end. I know there's must be a lot of emotions going on for you. How are you feeling in this very moment? It also has to be surreal. It's what now, 6th year?
Yes.
December 4th is the official Miami
Yes.
BitBasel Day. How are you feeling right now?
Well, I have to say I'm very blessed to have such a great community to come out here and support BitBasel and artists as well. My favorite thing is to always be highlighting and elevating the artists so they can be discovered, as well as empowering them with the tools and technology to become successful in these industries.
What is it, Scarlett, about the artist that just pulls at your heartstrings? Is it because, let's be real, artists typically they get the shaft. It's a starving artist cliche, right? What is it for you that makes you brought all this to life and that wants to help them?
You know, for me, I love the artist journey. And it's about their story and how you take their story and help build their community. Which is a very essential for Web3. Web3 is all about bridge between art, tech, and culture. And that's really the ethos of what BitBasel is about. So if you were to ask me, is the artist journey, telling their story, empowering the artists and technology, and then really elevate it on a global platform. What that means, if we leverage the internet so they can be discovered, and as an artist. So people around the world will know about them, whether you're in Japan or just across the street. So this idea of the artist journey helps elevate and open up new markets for the artists. So they know how to monetize a lot of their intellectual property. And so we're happy to help them. In return, they become evangelists to adoption of the technology. And we're a tech company and blockchain, and we help the artists and then become a testimonial of how they felt empowered utilizing this technology.
I always revisit, and I did on a couple panels tonight, the story of Van Gogh, who's personally one of my favorite artists, who died broken, misunderstood.
Yeah.
And what you're doing, again, giving these artists some hope, to have, control and to be able to make a living off of their art, right? Because art is so important. I feel like, again, artists always get the shaft when they're the ones allowing society to evolve, like awaken the human spirit, right? Like culturally, we see ourselves in art. Has there been a piece this weekend that really moved you that you can't quite get out of your head?
Of course, well, we're kind of known for bringing art on the moon. So, of course, that is a legacy project that BitBasel has been involved around the Sustainable Development Goals. And that was SDG 14. Those who know me, I'm very passionate, impact-driven. So these artists are helping build and amplify the impact that BitBasel is trying to tell the world, like, how do we preserve the ocean? So that project specifically is preserving humanity's cultural value. For the very first time, we're able to preserve amazing works of art around the world and inscribe on a nanofish as a part of payload that is going to be sent to them, but that's going to be sent to the moon. And so that has a whole Web3 strategy. I mean, you can see it in the metaverse. You could have the tokenization of that metaverse and have a digital collectible so people can experience and have these conversations to help amplify the impact. And so this is something that we've been doing now for about 6 years. Like, how can we generate art, tech, and impact through the innovation and storytelling through the artist journey. So I'm very selective of those artists amplifying who are doing impact. So even with women, I'm very bullish on empowering women.
Love it.
The common conception is that there are not a lot of women in tech. But in fact is there are these amazing badass women.
But to no one, I mean.
But it's normalizing that. So if you're a woman and entrepreneur and really want to get into the ecosystem, yes, please reach out because we want to elevate you.
I look at it as opportunity. Like, bust in, ladies. I mean, this is like our time, right? Was there a time when, now you've brought this to life, when it's like, it was a little train that could, maybe when it was like, oh no, like, we were shut down or we were rejected and now it's become this. Like, bring us to that time.
Well, we used to be called the Blockchain Center, and which is a co-working space. But during COVID, we had to close down. So that was where the birth of BitBasel happened, because we noticed that Art Basel got canceled, and then said, well, this would be a great opportunity to leverage technology and then go after the artists and then teach them how to use these tools. So that when everybody was in lockdown, we actually took it upon ourselves to give the technology to the masses, to help the starving artists, because during that time, everybody was struggling.
Yeah, big time.
It doesn't feel like it, but that was only like a couple of years ago.
I know.
And so that struggle and knowing that we had the solution, it was the reason why we end up doing this. I mean, we recognize an opportunity for artists to learn the technology who are struggling and giving them a livelihood during a very turbulence time on COVID. So that's really the birthplace of us. And then we've been educating the city as well. We brought my friends to Suarez, who helped inaugurate the Blockchain Center, and really helping bring the city and educating the city about these emerging technology. And through the creator industry, this art in Miami, it's a multilingual, multicultural city. Yeah. So you need something that's very universal, very palatable and digestible to understand. Art, it can be translated in any language, it's understood. So that was a very interesting entry point for many. Maybe you don't even speak English. How about Spanish or Portuguese?
That's the thing about art, right? It transcends all of that. Time, language, background. That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
And I love what you said about during the pandemic. I mean, I'm a creative whose entire world was pulled, the rug was pulled out from under me, and I had to start all over.
Yeah.
So I so appreciate on a personal level where it all started. Lastly, we've been talking a lot this weekend about pure art, also in a time of, let's be honest, like a lot of fake, right? Filters and AI's coming, it's wigging people out. What worries you about that future, and what are you optimistic about that future?
So what worries me is closing the gap of the digital divide, access.
Yeah.
And so what that means is, how do you give access to the masses?
Access to the masses.
Yes.
I love that.
So that's
a shirt, like
access to the masses.
Not saying these are getting access to the masses, but like, and we're giving access to the masses.
Yes.
Democratizing things. Yes.
Closing the digital divide and empowering the community, the grassroots, areas of color, and adding more diversity into the ecosystem. This should be for the people, by the people, and really democratizing the technology. I think that's the only way we could do it. It shouldn't be just the elites and the privilege. It really should be accessible to everybody. And that's what BitBasel has been doing as a grassroots effort to really empower the community through the arts, bring back STEAM, science, technology, education, arts, and math. And bring arts. Art leads to innovation. We always say this, art leads to innovation. So we need art to inspire that next future scientists, mathematicians, doctors. And that's a huge component to all this. So if you're an artist, you will be surprised how much of that creativity is much needed for Industry 4.0. It's all about your creative mind to inspire, to help problem solve, and build minimum amount of products. So, we saw, I'll give you an example, Winwood, which people don't recognize Winwood anymore because 10 years ago, it was warehouses, depaletated and so forth. And then look at it now, an area of fruition of art and technology coming together. The graffiti wall tells a story of the artist's journey and how they transform a whole city into this mecca of access and innovation.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I love about all of this. It's innovation, creativity, tech, art, philosophy, how it all collides. And thank you for bringing it, as a creative myself, for me too, and all of us here, thank you for bringing it to life in such a beautiful.
Yes. So if you want to know more about BitBasel, go bitbasel.miami and check us out. We're here year round during the Sagamore. Come and check us out. Be part of the community.
Miss this? Do you want to miss all this?
Yeah.
So, I don't think so. You heard the woman.
Come join the party.
Awesome. What she said. Thank you.
To the moon.
Totally to the moon. I love it.